This is Soph,
This is Rich
and we are
from
from
across
across
the
the pond.
pond. Bruh, bruh, bruh.
What's going on?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We made it! Another week under our belt.
I know, right? August is nearly over. There's only after this week, I think there's only 2 weeks of the holidays left. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I was like, whoa, what am I going to do? But anyway, how was your week? You can go first this week.
Oh, my week was very uneventful. I'm still working on this second book. I'm debating on how I'm going to promote this one versus the first one, or if I'm going to just promote them both together. I haven't decided.
I think it deserves its own promotion in its own right, and then tack them together. Do both, I say.
I say promote both of them. Am I correct?
Yeah, but I mean, do them separately and together. Like, I thought you meant promote book 2 with number 1, but it deserves an own entity on its own, I think.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, let's shelve that for our business meeting that we have once a month.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Also, today in the news, I just couldn't wait to say this.
We haven't got to that segment yet, but carry on.
Okay, how was your week? Enough about me.
No. Let's do you all in one go. How was your week and your news in one go? Go.
Too late, ruined it. How was your week?
Sorry, I just thought for a second it was the Rich Across the Pond show. My mistake. My week has been busy. I've had another photo shoot. I got to photograph Jemima, who has graduated. She got her degrees, but because of the whole corona thing, it's all online. So they had the graduation ceremony online, and then her mum organised this massive party. So I went there. There was her family. It was we did a big photo shoot in the garden. That was really nice. Her mum even sent me a shopping voucher the next day to say thanks, as well as paying me. That's when you know you've done a good job. Oh, you don't look happy about that.
Way to go.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Make that cheddar.
Also, we've been going apart. I don't know. I've had this thing since obviously we just talking about the 6 weeks holiday. I don't want Al to get bored. I like to take him out somewhere every day to get some air, like to shops or park or whatever. So I've thought, let's try and go to as many different parks as possible. So far in 3 weeks, we've been to 7.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Supermom.
Yes. Don't get it twisted. We've done other stuff, like been to
7 parks in how many days?
In 3 weeks.
7 parks in 3 weeks. That's a lot.
I know, right? But we've done other stuff, like we went to his favorite. I took him yesterday because he's been so good, bless him. Obviously, I've juggled work and the holidays, so he's been with my mum a couple of times. And she learned very quickly that Al talks to you when he wants to, not when you want to talk to him, so but he's been so good, bless him. And obviously I feel like I've worked hard, so I took him to his favorite toy shop yesterday, Smith's Toy Superstore. He stood there. Now you can imagine, I don't know what big toy shop. Did you used to have Toys R Us?
Yes.
Okay,
we don't
so
have
imagine
Toys R Us anymore, but
no, imagine Toys R Us, but it's got a different name. Smith's Toy Superstore, same thing. All them toys in there, and do you know what he asked for? A £1.50 car. And I thought, do you know what? You must be the only child in the world that isn't trying to, I want that, I want that, I want that. So I said, do you know what? You can have 4. So he cost me £6.
You go, Mama.
Yes. But yeah, apart from that, work, Al, usual. What's going on in the news over there?
Oh, R. Kelly's trial has started.
I did see that in the news. I ain't gonna lie.
And I was reading, and they were saying that even if he gets acquitted, he still has to go to court in 2 other states for the same thing.
I heard if he gets found guilty, he could face life.
No, he can face a decade in jail. That's what I got.
Well, across the pond, a newsreader said life.
He ain't kill nobody.
What can I? Well, I don't know if it's because of all of the charges. I don't know, but
they said he could spend a decade in jail. Who knows?
You know what they say? There ain't smoke without fire.
Yeah, but I never knew that you can try somebody for the same thing. Because didn't he go to court not like
Yeah, but it's
couple?
a different person. Different person. It's not. It's only the
Oh,
same thing if it's only the same case if it's the same person, right?
oh,
But sorry to interject your news, but along the same subject, you know, Prince Andrew over here, the Queen's son, there was
yeah,
rumors because he was friends with Epstein or whatever. There's
yeah,
actually
yeah,
a girl in America taking him to court to sue him for sexual harassment. And they're saying the Queen hasn't said anything. The newsreaders are saying, or the news reporters, presenters, TV, whatever you want to call them, are basically saying that it looks bad that the royals, i.e., the Queen, the household, haven't made any statement whatsoever. They've said nothing at all. They're saying that's not good.
Well, maybe they don't have anything to say. First of all, her son is grown. I mean, why would she have to say anything
Well,
about
he's
a
gone
man?
back and moved. He's gone back and moved in with her all of a sudden. So that's why they're saying maybe she should say something because he's moved back in with her.
I don't know. The man's grown. I can't see why his mom got to defend him. He's grown.
I don't know either, but if he's guilty, I say send him down too. Just because your mum's the queen, don't give you no rights to do what you want. Chuck away the key.
Yeah, serve him up. Serve him up. I just feel like if I just have mixed views about this whole
We know you
sexual
do. And it
harassment.
makes a change for you to have opposed views rather than me for a change, because I know that there's a lot of people that wouldn't necessarily agree with
I
your
know I'm gonna get
viewpoint.
thrown under the bus this week, but
You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna
And
tell you right now.
for that, I say thank you because normally it's me. But let's just reiterate again, it's just our opinion. This is just
Yeah,
what you think.
yeah, I just can't fathom a woman waiting decades later to accuse a man of sexual assault.
And
I just
I hear what you're saying, but I know that there are reasons probably why they would do that. But that's another show. That's a serious Sunday subject.
I guess.
What else is going on in the news over there?
Oh, Biden is getting hit from the left from his own party about pulling out of Afghanistan. And because now I think Afghanistan, the Taliban is taking over.
They have. Now, I heard, I'm going to see if I can find the thing I sent you in the week if you ain't got it, but I did hear one line statement the other day where a news reporter just basically said UK and USA, so we're together across the pond, have let the people of Afghanistan down by allowing the Taliban to take it back over. Now, the thing I read said in 2018, Donald Trump, sorry if I say the name wrong, don't shoot me. Donald Trump got Mullah Abdul Ghani Barada released from prison. Okay, so Donald Trump has got this dude released from prison in 2018.
Right.
Two years later, in 2020, Donald Trump's Secretary of State met with this guy, right? So they had a meeting. Who knows about what? Now, that was last year. This year, 2021, this dude, Mullah Abdul Ghani Barada, is set to become the president of Afghanistan under the Taliban rules. Now, don't you think that's dodgy how Trump gets him released?
Very dodgy. But then I was watching on the news yesterday. Well, a couple of days ago. I can't say yesterday. That there was a guy who says that this is the new Taliban. They're not. He's trying to say that they're getting rid of their old ways and this, that, and the third. They're not tyrants anymore, yada, yada, yada. But the thing of it is now is Biden is pulling out. So now they're trying to get all the citizens who live there, Americans who work there, everybody out. And they're saying that that's a bad thing.
Well, the other thing I read that I agree with was
they say they shouldn't.
People, that there was a statement saying that people feel sorry for all of the soldiers that have died over there Because what did they die for if they're just going to let the terrorists, Taliban, whatever you want to call them, take back control? What was it for? Nothing.
Mhm. Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
But anyway, it is Fun Friday,
Yes.
not serious. And
Yeah.
today, we're having a laugh. You are having a laugh.
Yes.
Yep. We're going to talk about jokes.
Yes. Jokes for adults.
Jokes for adults? I thought it was jokes for anybody.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you can
What
do
do you
that.
think about, while you're searching, because I can see that you're searching for something, probably a
You
list
know I am.
probably a list of dad jokes you've written to make us all like laugh with. What do you think about? Don't you think that when you was younger, all people ever used to tell you was knock knock jokes? Knock knock, who's there?
Or your mama jokes.
That's me. That's more of a cuss, isn't it, than a joke? Like, because you're waiting to come back. You don't you think?
Yeah, true. But still.
So
When
I'd
I
love.
was coming up, your mama jokes was funny.
What, when they say things like your mum's so big, she's bigger than the equator, or something like that?
Yeah, yeah. You
Or
can't do those type of jokes anymore there.
you can't do a lot of jokes anymore.
Yeah. So what I did was I pulled up 101 clean jokes.
Okay, well, it's after 7, so is it? Well, it's after 7 somewhere in the world, so that's watershed. So
Are you ready for a joke?
go forth.
What do dentists call their x-rays?
What do dentists call their
It's
x-rays?
recorded. Yeah.
Dentists. No idea.
Toothpicks.
Oh my
I
God.
told you it was corny. I like corny.
I mean, no. Did you ever used to
Okay.
tell kids in front of your dad, jokes in front of your kids, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, he's so embarrassing," like dad jokes?
Yes. Yes, I do that
Can't
all
remember
the
any of
time.
them.
Huh?
Can't remember any of them.
Yeah, I got another one for you. Did you hear about the first restaurant to open on the moon?
No.
It had great food, but no atmosphere. I told you they're corny. You asked me for one. That was a corny one. That was a dad one that no one really got.
Well, I mean, there's so many jokes. Did you ever used to do things when you were younger, like say, someone would say to you, "Pull my finger"? Did you do that?
Or they'll run up and close your hand and say you can't open it up until you feel a girl's butt.
No. What's that?
It's a game.
Where you close your.
Run. Hey, now you can't open it until you touch a girl's butt. The same thing as pull your finger.
No, because pull your finger, and then when as soon as they pull your finger, the person whose finger it is, they fart. Like me saying to you, "Pull my finger," and when you pull it, then I'd fart.
Look, I know. What did one ocean say to the other ocean?
I see you.
Nothing. It just waved.
Oh, for God's sake. What do you think about jokes in Christmas crackers?
Jokes and what?
Christmas, Christmas, you have crackers at Christmas, you pull them and they got a hat in, a little toy, and a joke. Oh, Lord, tell me you have Christmas crackers.
We don't have Christmas crackers.
Whoa there. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my breath. You don't have Christmas crackers? You personally, or you don't have them in the shops?
Christmas cookies?
No, it's like a paper thing, and you pop it. It goes bang when you pull it. One person pulls one end, another person pulls the other. Pop! Out comes a paper hat that you put on, and you get normally a little plastic toy, and then you get a joke in there. You
Never heard of it.
you don't have Christmas crackers in the US.
Crackers. You talking about like something that like crack pop type cracker?
When you pull it, yeah.
Oh, yes. No, we don't have that type of stuff.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to send you some at Christmas. They're the staple part of Christmas dinner. Everyone pulls a cracker and wears a hat and tells
There's a hat that goes in the cracker.
There's a cat inside the cracker is a paper hat that looks like a crown, and then a joke on a little piece of paper, and then a little toy, like maybe a key ring or a this or a that, you know. And when you pull it, whoever's got the largest end, they're the winner, and they get what's in. No, they win and they get what's in the thing.
Almost like a wishbone.
Well, yeah, almost, I suppose, but no. I can't believe you ain't got crackers. So I don't think it's not really a joke. But you know, it's one thing my auntie used to say all the time, right? What? Whenever there was a full moon, you know, like the moon, you get half a moon, crescent moon, whatever. Every now and I think it's once a month you get a full moon. I used to say, "Oh look, there's a full moon," and she'd say, "I used to be a werewolf, but I'm all right now."
And then you call my jokes corny.
Your jokes are just.
I said 3 corny jokes, and that one just equaled all 3 of mine.
Okay, how about this one? A man goes to the doctor and says, "Doctor, doctor, you need to help me. I'm addicted to Twitter." The doctor replies, "Sorry, I don't follow you."
And you know what they go? Boom, boom, boom. Corny. That was corny, but I liked it.
There's really one that there's one I can't. Do you know? Don't you hate it when you really used to love a joke, but you can't remember the punchline?
Yes. Yes.
Like there's one I told Jay it on our show, and I wish I could remember it. I'm sure it's something like, you know, like they say, "Why did the chicken cross the road?"
Right.
I think it's something like, "Why did the vegan cross the road?" And he says, "I don't know why." And I say, "To find out if he was chicken or not." But I don't know if that's right.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? I heard y'all heard that. All right, do you want to hear a construction joke?
Well, go on.
Sorry, I'm still working on it. Construction, still working on it. You didn't like that one.
No. Okay. What did the left eye say to the right eye?
I don't know.
Between me and you, something smells.
Did you hear that?
The thing is, I know loads of jokes.
You can tell neither one of us can be comedians. I'm gonna tell you that right
now.
Oh
no, let's not get it twisted. I can be a comedian. I can do stand-up, like off the cuff stuff. But not like
this is off the cuff, and I have not laughed not once.
Okay, hold on for a second, please. Yeah, I know loads of jokes, but they're all rude. And I totally think that a stand-up comedian, like, I don't know, let's say Kevin Hart, is totally different than just telling a one-off joke. So
okay, who's your favorite comedian? Since we're on jokes today, who's your favorite comedian?
It's difficult.
Present. I want to say presently. Sorry.
It's a bit difficult because when we had this discussion in our meeting, you don't really know any English comedians. So
that should be my homework. You tell me some.
Like if I said to you, I really like Judy Love at the minute, you wouldn't have a clue who she is.
No.
And there you go. I do like Kevin Hart, I've got to say. There was a couple of his stand-up things. I watched all of his stand-up things. A couple of them were a bit, but 9 times out of 10, I really liked. Did you see on Instagram him and Snoop Dogg when the Olympics were on.
Yes.
That was hilarious. I loved that.
Yeah. Now that was funny.
Yeah.
But
Agree.
I am not, I hate to say this because I know I'm probably going to get hated again, but I'm not a big Kevin Hart fan. I like him in serious roles. I think he could be a better actor if he did more.
Yeah, what was that film we watched where he looked after that dude in a wheelchair?
I couldn't tell you, but that was a remake. But he did such a good job in it.
Yeah, now I wasn't particularly looking forward to that, but I really enjoyed it because I didn't really know how to take him like seriously, but I really enjoyed it.
We just did a review on the one movie he just
There's
did.
the weekly yawn, folks. It was 8 last week. Can he beat his record?
And then and then he did one where he was a single father.
Oh, yeah, we did the review on that one. Yeah, fatherhood, that was also good. But let me ask you this. What do you call a fake noodle?
I don't know. You tell me.
An impasta. Or sorry, as you would say, an impasta.
No, you didn't.
How do you make a tissue dance?
Put a little boogie in it. I know that one.
Well, you would.
I know you ain't looking at my face. No, you didn't. Why can't you trust stairs?
Why can't you trust stairs?
Yeah.
Go on.
Because they're always up to something. I told you I'm terrible at this.
What do you call a pony with a cough?
I don't know.
A little horse.
Why do ducks have feathers?
Pass.
To cover their butt quacks.
Oh my God. And I'm going to tell you right this second, I know for a fact that my dad will laugh at that one. Yeah. And you know what? It doesn't mean you're going to see a different side of me now. Like, it doesn't matter how old I get it from my dad, but I will always find farting funny. And I know that's A, really disgusting, and B, really immature, but I 10,000% get it from my dad. You know, like in the Nutty Professor movie when they're sat around the table and he's like, boy, I laughed so much my stomach was hurting.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this might seem just a little demented, but I laugh at tragedy. I don't know why, but sometimes if I'm watching a movie and someone gets killed or in a car accident or gets hit by a car, I find it hilarious.
Well, you find it hilarious when someone is run over by a car?
Seems a little demented, but it's movies, so I don't. For me,
when you watched Meet Joe Black with Brad Pitt, you started laughing.
Yeah, I thought some of it was funny. I have a weird sense of humor. And Meet Joe Black was actually a very boring movie.
I loved it. I don't normally like Brad Pitt, but I loved it.
It was very boring, but.
What did the shark say when he ate a clown? What did the shark say when he ate a clownfish?
I don't know.
This tastes a little funny.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
Pass.
One's a little heavier and the other one's a little lighter.
What did the buffalo say when his son left for college?
Thank God.
Bison.
Yours seem a lot better than mine. Mine sound really old manish.
What can I say? If the shoe fits, lace that up and wear it. Now, can I just say, I always mention about Ian Wright, this absolute beaut footballer that I met, kissed, got a picture with, got a mug with, all of the rest of it, right? I know you're trying to find a good one, but can you just stay with it? So yeah, I always go on about Ian Wright. He does this clip with this other footballer called Alan Shearer, who also played for England. Not my cup of tea, but anyway, they do this thing where they sit opposite each other on the table, literally stare at each other and tell jokes, but nobody's allowed to laugh. So like we are now, if I told a joke and you laughed, I'd get a point, and vice versa. That is actually very
they
funny.
have that on the internet called dad jokes, where they gotta do jokes. It's either a father, a son, or
Not just
two
dad
dads.
jokes.
How do you measure a snake?
Something to do with an adder? I don't know.
In inches, because they don't have feet.
Did you hear about the two people who stole a calendar?
No.
They both got 6 months.
Oh my goodness. I know you might get this one. What does a house wear?
What does a what?
What does a house wear?
What does a house wear? Well, I don't know.
I thought for sure you would get this one.
I only know good jokes. Sorry, what's the answer?
Address.
Oh my God.
Address.
Why did the M&M go to school?
I don't know why.
Because it wanted to be a Smartie. Do you have Smartie chocolates there?
No, we have Smartie candies.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad. So I was thinking maybe you wouldn't get the punchline. Should have thought of that before I dashed it out.
Why are toilets so good at poker?
Toilets so good at poker? Because they've always got a flush.
Because they always get a flush. Yeah.
See, if there's anything in life I know about, it's poker.
You're going to have to teach me one day because I don't know anything about poker.
Oh, yeah. Roll up to Vegas. I'm going to be there. Getting those peas in. How do you throw a space party?
Say that again. Repeat that.
How do you throw a space party?
I don't know how.
You plan it.
You plan it. Why is Peter Pan always flying?
Why is Peter Pan always flying? No idea.
Because he never lands.
Because what?
Because he never lands.
Oh. You're the only one laughing at your jokes. What do you call a train carrying bubble gum?
I don't know what.
A choo-choo train.
You heard, did you hear the rumor going around about butter?
Did you hear the rumor going around about butter? It spreads easily.
Never mind, I shouldn't spread it.
Oh. I knew it was something to do about spreading.
Yeah, I'm tripping off of these corny jokes.
Do you know what? I remember being at school, like you used to tell jokes. And this is obviously where we learned, learned rude ones from, and you'd be like, oh my God, you're not allowed to say a rude word, but, and then somebody would say a joke and you'd remember it and say to the next person, I've got a joke to tell you. And then you'd tell them, they'd be like, oh, you can't say that. And I'd be like, oh, but such and such told me the joke, so it's fine.
Never been through that situation ever in my life.
Maybe it's
Um,
a UK ATP thing.
but I remember you ever tell a joke, well, you ever hear a joke and it'd be so funny that you try to repeat it, but you can't because you're laughing too hard.
Yes, and shall I tell you what?
It
It's not.
never comes out the way that you heard it.
Yes, and I've done that recently. Not so much a joke, but you know, like when people put out memes and stuff, memes, whatever you want to call them. Now, I'm going to tell you what it is first before I try to, because I tried to tell it to Michaela and I laughed so much I couldn't get it out. Like my stomach was hurting. You know, ham, like sliced meat in a packet, right? It stinks, don't it? When you open it, it really stinks funny, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I saw this little meme the other week that said, I hope I can say it without laughing, that said, see, it's happening. I can't get it out.
You see this?
The meme said, do you know what? I find it so funny because it's so true. Let me try again.
This must be really funny. I went in on the joke.
This happens every time. Okay, maybe if I try and say it really fast.
The meme says,
It says,
I want to laugh.
oh my God, wait, I can't do it. Maybe I should have written it down. Maybe I should have sent it to you and you could read it out. It says, has anyone arrested the person yet that goes around farting in packets of ham?
Farting in packets of ham.
Yeah, because
I had to be there for that one.
yeah, but you know, it really stinks. You know, I don't eat ham because it's processed meat. But you know, like when you open it straight away, it really stinks. When I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing. As you can see, it's still affecting me.
And you already said that you like fart jokes. So that's
oh yeah.
probably
my
why.
eyes are watering. But yeah,
That's probably why.
I love them jokes when you get it. And you just can't stop laughing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm terrible at jokes. But I'm gonna give two more, and then after that,
Then we're calling it a wrap,
we're calling it a wrap because I am terrible at jokes.
as we've witnessed.
After we just heard the spam joke,
It's not spam, it's ham. You know, like sliced ham in a packet.
You said
I don't even know.
ham.
You probably don't even have it over there. This is why you don't find it funny. Yeah.
What do you get from a pampered cow?
A pampered cow, spoiled milk.
Spoiled milk. All right, one more. Or do you have one?
Carry on.
Carry on. The first rule of Alzheimer's Club is
The first rule of
Alzheimer's Club is
old timers.
Alzheimer's. You know Alzheimer's?
Oh, Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
You can't remember.
Wait, where were we at again? That means he forgot. I told you it didn't work.
No, that was really rubbish. To be fair, for that to be your ultimate ending joke, I think you need another one because that is not an ending joke.
Another one? Okay.
I've just got red hot cheeks from that ham joke. Oh, goodness me. Wait there while you look for one. Right. You've got
We
a
have
massive
a special guest.
You've got an audience now, so this last joke has got to be good. This is the test.
Okay. How many tickles does it take to get an octopus to laugh?
How many tickles does it take to get an octopus to laugh? If I thought about it for long enough, I would probably guess it, but go on.
Tentacles.
Do you know what? My brain was saying it's something to do with its tentacles, but I didn't connect the two. Well, you can see what Al thinks of that. It's not.
Alfie, you didn't find that funny, Alfie?
No.
No?
This is how we keep it live and direct, folks. He's back. When are you going to have a guest that makes a special appearance? When's Philly going to like jump onto the camera or something?
Philly is laying here on the floor, knocked out.
What can I tell you? What I can tell you is your jokes were diabolical.
My jokes is dry.
Your jokes were drier than Gandhi's flip-flop. Let me.
Yes, and on top of that, we got a special guest who didn't even think it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't
just
even
looked into
acknowledge
the
the fact that you told a joke. He's just living
He
his
looked
best
into the
life,
camera and was like, "That is."
watching him.
See, he's still looking into the camera. Not funny.
The thing is, going back, I know I keep going on about this whole fart thing, right? But I'm trying to teach Alfie to say pardon. So sometimes, if he goes, I say pardon, or I say to him, "What do you say?" And he says pardon. But there are times when he does it, and I can't help but laugh. So then he starts laughing, and I'm like, ooh. We still say pardon, but we have a little laugh.
So you don't say excuse me, you just say pardon.
Yeah, same thing. Pardon, excuse me, same thing.
Same thing. All right, people. If you got any jokes that you
Please
think
tell
is
us,
funny,
because
and you wanna
clearly-
save us from not being comedians, and we wouldn't. Yeah, as you can tell, we're good at talking, but jokes is not it.
Okay, my summing up of the show, your dad jokes were terrible. My jokes, I couldn't remember the punchline to the ones that I wanted to say, and the ones I do know off by heart are rude.
Yes.
So
Therefore, if you have any to share, be kind and please rewind and send us some. And don't forget to click like and subscribe.
be kind and rewind. Get in. See, now you are good at dropping the lines, just not the jokes.
No.
Do you know what the joke is of the whole show?
What?
We're rubbish at telling jokes.
Yes, we're rubbish.
I mean,
All right, people.
I think Alfie's gonna be on camera when he gets older. He seems to like looking at himself. So
He's digging the camera.
yeah, he's
I
digging
can
himself.
tell. Very photogenic. Look at him.
All right. Thanks for
All
joining
right,
us.
people. This is Soph.
This is Rich.
No.
This is
And we
Alf.
are- this is Alf. And we are from across the pond.
pond.
I know.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Alfie
That's the
wanted to sing
jam.
up our logo, our jingle himself. So sorry about that, folks.
You don't like our jingle, but guess what?
It's not that you don't like it. I think it's a bit loud, and if we have it any quieter, we won't be able to hear it. So keeping it 100, yo.
We keep it 100.
You can say bye to Rich.
Oh.
Rich.
Bye
See
bye,
you.
people.
See you Wednesday, Rich. See everyone else.
See you Wednesday. See everybody
Oh
on
my
Sunday.
God. I'm losing track of days. I'm saying I'm going to see you Wednesday. It's only Friday today. We still got
On Sunday.
Sunday to go yet. So anyway, we'll see everybody on Sunday.
Yes.
Bye.
Jumper.